psychoanalysis, psychotherapy, maybe certain kinds of psychotherapy, deal a lot with breaking the mind up and trying to understand how different parts of the mind conflict with one another and create tensions in our lives, create problems, and about understanding the mind and the function of these distinctions. Whereas it seems like, from what little I know, Buddhism is about seeing past those distinctions, seeing even past the distinctions between subject and object. And I'm wondering how you understand your practice and function of these two traditions that you operate in, and how the two traditions might understand one another.
Well, it's not that I totally disagree with what you said, but I would have some caveats about some of the things you said. First of all, if we're talking about understanding different aspects of our mind, are we talking about intellectual understanding, or are we talking about some kind of experiential perceiving of something that at that moment, at least subtly, the light bulb goes on, and oh, yeah, I never saw that before. Or, yeah, I've seen that, but it never hit me like it hit me just now. So, in my opinion, for certain aspects of psychotherapy to be effective, there has to be that kind of experiential perceiving of something, not just, oh yeah, Freud said this, and I go, oh yeah, and the analyst tells me, yeah, your mother treated you like that, or, you know, that's okay, but it won't help very much if it's mostly intellectual. There has to be a real connection with that at that moment. Even in classical psychoanalysis, where they let you lie on a couch, the analyst usually sits behind you, you can't even see him or her, and you just let your mind go freely associate, and at a certain point, when certain things come up, the analyst will make an interpretation. They have a phrase in classical analysis, the premature interpretation. That means the analyst didn't wait until what was coming up for the person was really up with energy in it. They prematurely jumped in and said something about the mother or the father or whatever it is, or your conflict with yourself, or, you know. So that kind of premature labeling of something does not have much effect. And in many cases, the client, patient, person who is on the couch sometimes grabs hold of that, and it becomes part of their defensive system. So it has to be an alive kind of perceiving of certain things. And usually in relationship to the person you're sitting across from in the therapeutic situation. That's the kind of test tube for how you relate to a lot of different situations in your life. I don't see that, if you emphasize the experiential aspect of it, as much different than what we've been talking about so far. But I would say this, to make an analogy. If you want to take care of your body in a general way, kind of general tonic for your body, you can practice some Hatha Yoga asanas, or some Tai Chi, or something else like that. And it will be helpful. But if you have some very specific places in your body where you've got chronic knots of some kind, chronic holding, chronic tension, or something else like that, maybe doing some yoga is not going to be specific enough for that. So maybe at that point you need to go to an acupuncturist and let them put pointed needles in particular places to open something up and to redirect the flow of energy and other things. Francisco can say more about it than me. But in any case, psychotherapy many times is like that. You come with particular things in your life that are not working so well for you. Might be in the realm of relationships, might be in the realm of profession, might be in the realm of sexuality, identity. It differs, but people usually come to psychotherapy with something that they want to focus on in a specific way. And in Zen meditation, we are not to the same degree focusing on those specific areas to the exclusion of all else. So there is that kind of difference. But those are matters of degree. Sometimes things happen therapeutically if you're practicing meditation, and sometimes you get some meditative experiences even doing psychotherapy.